So, he walked away and started again. In 1977, with engineer Patrick Head, he founded Williams Grand Prix Engineering. They entered the Spanish Grand Prix on May 8 with a rented March chassis and Patrick Neve at the wheel. It was humble, but it was theirs. 2 years later, they built the FW07, a ground-effect car that delivered Williams' first win at Silverstone. In 1980, Alan Jones took the team's first world championship. Williams was no longer an underdog, it was a force. Through the 1980s and 1990s, the names spoke for themselves: Keke Rosberg, Nelson Piquet, Nigel Mansell, Alain Prost, Damon Hill, Jacques Villeneuve. Behind their success was technical wizardry and the brilliance of Adrian Newey, who joined in 1990. His designs, the FW14, the FW15C, were ahead of their time. Active suspension. Seamless aero. Total dominance. In 1986, tragedy struck again, this time off the track. After testing at Paul Ricard, Frank was driving to the airport when his car went off the road and plunged into a ditch. He suffered a spinal cord injury that left him tetraplegic. Doctors doubted he would survive. But Frank proved them wrong. Within weeks, he was back, in a wheelchair, yes, but still in command. Still racing. But the sport's highest peaks come with its deepest lows. In 1994, Ayrton Senna was killed at Imola in a Williams. It shook the entire team and the motorsport world. Frank stood trial, was acquitted, and pressed on, as he always had. Williams bounced back with 2 more titles in 96 and 97, but the tide was turning. As the 2000s arrived, so did challenges, tighter budgets, factory-backed rivals, and shifting regulations. Still, Williams remained proudly independent. Frank's philosophy never changed: build your own cars, race with pride, fight for every point. He gave young drivers their shot. From Jenson Button to Nico Rosberg, Valtteri Bottas to George Russell. And his team remained on the grid even when the podiums stopped coming. In 2020, the Williams family stepped away. Frank passed the following year. But the name and the legacy lives on. From a phone box in Didcot to 9 Constructors' Championships. From tragedy to triumph. Today, 48 years after their first race, the team he built is still here. Still racing. Still Williams. This is Formula Finn, and that was the story of Sir Frank Williams, the last of the true racers.